It's the work every day we put in that inches us one step closer to whatever you believe is success. I have a burning desire to know what makes the top performers and millionaires great across the world. What are they doing? What are they thinking? And what do they believe? I had to know. Take the journey with me as we define what the true grind to greatness looks like, revealing my experiences and looking into the lives of the elite. This is the grind to greatness. Greetings, my people. I love you. I'm glad to see we back yet another week. It's been so crazy. We on Webisode 9, and these weeks is definitely been. It seemed like they almost been flying by. But you know, that's what happens when you work and you put in that work. So we're back again, and I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you're coming back with me and you're checking out these different tips and principles. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into today's webisode, and it's called Change How You Feel Instantly. I didn't know you could change how you feel instantly. Now I know it's probably gonna be a bold statement, but I know there's been a time where you wanted to do something or you had to do something, but you was just straight lazy. You ain't feel like doing it. You ain't feel like get up, and you know what happened? You ain't end up getting up. You ain't end up doing it. I know that happened to you. Without even knowing you, I know that happened to you. And I also know there's also times where you felt pissed off, you was mad about something, you felt some certain type of way, maybe not about a person or event that you're going to, but about another person, another event. And guess what? Being that you felt that way about that certain type of event, that disregarded you wanting to even do the next thing that you wanted to do. You know, you didn't go to that class now because you ain't feel like doing it, or you ain't do that project you were supposed to do. You know the project was due for a month now, but you've been procrastinating on it. You ain't do it, and when every time you about to do it, something comes up. You ain't feel like doing it. So, in order for us as humans to be successful, and if you want to achieve a goal, it's definitely imperative that it's the times when you don't feel like doing it is the times that you need to do it the most. It's easy to always feel like doing something and doing it at that specific point in time. But it's the times we don't feel like doing it and the times that we feel so lazy and we don't want to do it. Those are the most important times to do it. Because if you don't have that consistency, it's going to be very difficult for you to rise above the average. Now, the stuff that I'm telling you, this is not no average, this is not no mediocre stuff. This is stuff I'm telling you to be above average, for us to be above average. If you want more for yourself, and I know I definitely want more for myself, these are my 3 core principles that I go by and that I follow by. That's going to help you change your attitude and change the way you feeling instantly, so you'll be able to take yourself to that next level. Very first principle is your posture. Your posture is the way you move and the way you feel and move your body in a certain situation or certain circumstance. So the reason that's the first one that you need, because you got to change the way you moving. If you move in a certain way, you're gonna feel a certain way. If you feel a certain way, as humans, we move certain ways. As you've been growing up, you learn this from when you're younger. When you're growing up, somebody feels sad. What they walk around with the mad face, or they walk around with the sad face when they're feeling sad. Somebody happy, they smiling, they cheesing from ear to ear. They smiling so wide they can eat a banana sideways. You know, if you know somebody's pissed off, they make the mad face. Somebody's worried, somebody's surprised. We all, as humans, we all make the same faces and the same gestures, and we do the same thing. When you sad, you know, or you kind of shy, you look away, you know, you put your head down, you try not to be seen, right? You try to be that fly stuck on the wall. You know, somebody who's feeling confident, they got their shoulders back, they talking to you directly, looking in your eye, they have a direct contact, nice firm handshake. So these are attributes all as humans that we do and that we experience and that we notice. So the very first thing is change the way you feel. So, you know, if you feeling pissed off, I'm not saying try to smile and put on a fake smile. No, what I'm saying is the first thing you need to do is change your body posture. So, you know, maybe you feeling sad, you feeling down or something like that. Change your body posture. Put your back, you know. Breathe, take it in. And if you do this enough, you know, just don't scrunch up your face like that. And And make sure that your body is the first thing that you're doing. So whatever you got to do, if you got to go take a walk, if you got to go stretch, you got to do some jumping jacks or something. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that you're changing the way your body posture is, because your posture is gonna affect how the way you feel. Like, quick example, like the company that I work for, I do overnight work, and I'm sitting down for a period of 10 hours straight. So if you sitting down for that amount of time that I'm sitting down for, I get tired. That's just the way it is. But you can't sleep. So what I do is, when I get tired, I said, okay, I noticed I was sitting in the chair, I was kind of slumped back. I might be laying my head to the side. I'm feeling comfortable. It's a nice soft, comfy chair. So what I do is, okay, I hop right up. I do some jumping jacks, breathe, do some stretching. I do the stretches, boom, boom, to the side, like this, go all around. So I do the stretches, and that wakes me up, get you energy, get some blood circulating, and that's a way that'll wake me up. So you're feeling tired, you could try that, or have your own stretch or routine every time you feel tired, or every time you feel mad or something like that, and you have something to accomplish. Do something that's going to be able to get you back in that state, because that's what you're going to need. The second principle is your philosophy. Your philosophy is your belief. It's your perspective on a certain situation. And it's what you believe about a certain situation or given circumstance. Now, it's no surprise that everybody or different people have different philosophies. And it's usually based off their life experiences, the things they've seen, things they heard, things they grew up and they've been through. So that changes people's philosophies. Now, in order for you to change your attitude and that perspective, change the way you look at a certain situation, and that'll change your attitude towards it. You could look at a certain situation at one time, and it'll be a whole different thought, or you'll have a whole different belief the next time you actually sit back and rationalize it. I know there's also been times, we all have times where we is mad at a certain situation, and we felt like we was right at the time, but then we look back, we reflected on, like, okay, I could kind of understand how that can happen. It might have been an abusive relationship, or domestic violence going on at home. So now she's resentful. She don't like men. She's feeling some type of way. But now she eventually finds a man that genuinely cares about her and that take care of her and protects her. And now that changes her whole philosophy on men. So what changed? What changed between that? And it was your perspective. You have a new outlook on something. So if you have a new outlook, you're gonna change the way you feel about it. And that's just what it is. So try to look at it from a different perspective. If it's something that happened, look at it from the other person's point of view. Put yourself in the other person's shoes, and maybe that'll change your philosophy. The last one, the third principle, is focus. Change what you focus on. Change the things that you're thinking about. Whatever you focus on, you find. So whatever you're looking for is what you're gonna find in life. So if you keep thinking about something, keep thinking about it, that's something that you're gonna find, because you're gonna be attracting things that's gonna be dealing with that. Your body, your awareness is gonna look for that certain type of thing. Like, for example, like, I just bought a brand new car. I got a brand new all white Dodge Charger that I love. And I said, you know what? I need the icy white Charger. That's me. I said, I'm gonna get you, baby. Don't worry. Her name is Vivica. I said, I'm gonna come get you. Don't even worry about that. Now I got her, and as I was driving back down, as I was driving out of the dealership, I must have saw 5 cars that was on the road that was white Chargers. I was hurt from the time that I went to the dealership to the time that I got back. And I didn't know what was going on. Like, what? Like, I've never seen any white Chargers for real on the road. And then now all of a sudden, or everybody want to have their white Charger. Everybody want to bring their white Charger out now. So that's how they feel. Okay, I understand. But it wasn't like the white Chargers wasn't on the road before. They was on the road. It's just my awareness changed. My focus changed. Before, I wasn't focusing on that. And now that I got the car, now I focus on it. And it's like every time I see a Charger, I'm like, oh boy. Especially a white Charger. So, but it was just all dependent on what you focus on. Have you seen the commercial I think it was like an Olympics commercial. Have you seen the commercial where they was passing the basketballs around and they said, okay, I want you to count how many passes the black and the white team make. Okay, all right, go. So everybody passing it. So you counting 1, 2, 3. So you counting in the video. And as you going through the video, they ask you, okay, now did you see what happened? You're like, yeah, I mean, I was counting the balls. So, and it was like, did you see that there was a moon walking bear that moon walked through the whole situation? First time I said, I was like, what? There was no moon walking bear. What are you talking about? They showed it again in slow motion. I was like, oh, I did not even notice that. It was something that I didn't even pay attention to. It was because I wasn't focused on that. So next time I seen it, obviously I wasn't counting the passes. I was focused on watching that bear. So when he came out, I was like, wow, how I actually seen this bear. So it's kind of funny. But it's because you wasn't focused on it. Your awareness was changed. So just know, focus on something different. Do something different. So first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you out here and you're changing the way you move your body. You're changing how you putting your back back. You're doing stretches. You're doing what you got to do to change that. Next, you're changing your philosophy. Change the way you look at a situation. That'll change the way you feel, and then also change what you focus on and what you're thinking about. Because what you think about most of the time is what's going to happen. Is what's going to come to pass for you. So I'm gonna conclude today's webisode from the grind to greatness. Take charge. Write these principles down. These are my 3 core principles that I use anytime I need to change my attitude, change the way I feel towards something, because I know it's consistency and persistency that's going to take you to where you want to be and achieving your goals. So until next time, I love you and I'm going to see you soon.
When I wake up, first thing on my mind is get this cake up. Staying on my grind and stack it straight up. We gon' get this money. We gon' get this money. When I